Good morning, team. Today's day 135 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. It is 4:45 a.m. If you want to make progress in your life, stop talking about it. Stop saying, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to do it when I have time. The only thing that matters is action. Come join us every morning. We'll do it together, make progress in our lives. Let's go. 5-step program every day. We get up early. We don't drink coffee. We don't press snooze. It's water. We get up. We prime our minds, choose our first thoughts in the morning. We prime our bodies, and then we get good intensity. Today's going to be chin-ups and pause front squats. I've got scaling options for everybody. And then we carve out some time to make progress towards our goals every day. First step, let's choose our first thoughts. So, what you're going to want to do here is grab yourself a weight if necessary. I'm going to use a dumbbell here. And what we want to do is you just want to sit down in what we call our paleo squat. So feet underneath the hips, and you're just sitting down passively. If you feel like you're going to fall over, just hang on to that weight. And we're going to choose the first things that come through our mind, so that we're not chasing default stimulus. So first is I am responsible. I want to make sure that I'm telling myself every day that if I want to get somewhere, like it's up to me. I got to take responsibility, take accountability. If things aren't the way that I want, same thing, it's on me. I need to take the steps to make progress. I am responsible. I will make time between stimulus and response. That's all about the patience. It's about making sure that when something bothers you or comes at you that is challenging, that you're able to take a minute without reacting and give a good response. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. Giving yourself the grace to see the small steps that will get you towards your goal, as opposed to only focusing on the big picture, which can seem daunting and so far away, and as a result, we fall off. So small, manageable chunks, if I can see it in that way, I can bite them off and make progress every day. And the last is I choose gratitude. I want to make sure that I'm seeing the positive, not just focusing on the things that need work or are wrong. The more I can look at the things that are good, the more that I will see them. So I am responsible. I will make time between stimulus and response. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. And I choose gratitude. All right, and with that, we'll get moving the body. So next step, warm up time. Good morning, Jason. How we feeling today, buddy? I'm feeling a little stiff, was a little tight last night, but we're still at it. We're getting back into it. So, warm-up time. You can see there's a little warm-up on the screen there. Follow along or hop on a machine or something if you'd like it. But what we're gonna do is say 5 to 10 knee raises per side. 5 to 10 good mornings. Get the posterior chain warmed up. 5 to 10 lunges. Bringing that back knee down to the floor, trying to keep a relatively vertical shin in the front leg. We'll get, a few burpees. Oh, we are waking up. And then we'll get a few squats. So let's get the blood flowing. Good morning, Jody. And let's get after it. I'm looking forward to some pause front squats. I'm not sure if they're gonna be, well, we'll find out. I'm thinking about 3 10-second pauses, but we'll see. We'll see how it feels, and we'll just make sure we get good and uncomfortable. And we can talk about this idea of action, of talking. I think I even touched on this yesterday a little bit because it's so real that you hear people talking about their goals and their dreams and the big things that they're gonna do. And depending on the person, if they're the type of person that talks a lot, and doesn't take any action, you'll notice when you hear them, you'll start to have this default thought in your mind that, no, you're not. You start to doubt whether they're actually going to do those things. It's kind of like crying wolf. The more times you say you're going to do something and don't do it, the less you believe in yourself, in your ability to do it, in your ability to follow through. Whoa. How are we feeling this morning? Stiff at all? I'm gonna take a second here and just move. So, what I'm learning, and maybe I've always thought this, but it's becoming more and more solid, that if you want to achieve something, what I would say is only tell yourself that you're gonna do an amount that you know that you can achieve, that you know that you will do, and that you can be successful with. And then same thing goes for what you're telling other people, but we'll keep it in the context of talking to yourself and your own, inner voice. Because believing yourself is probably more important than others believing in you. So, choose a realistic target, a realistic goal. And I would even say don't tell anybody about it. Or don't talk about the thing that you're going to do until you're doing it or done it. Because otherwise, if you talk about it and you don't do it, you're just that person that talks a lot, right? And doesn't actually do the things that they say that they're going to do. So action, where am I going here? Hip flexor. Action is the only thing that matters, right? For yourself, for other people, when you're talking. So think about, what is the thing that maybe I want to make a change, but I'm not doing. I'm not necessarily telling people that I am doing, but what is that thing that could use some attention that I'm not giving it attention? Maybe I'm thinking about, oh yeah, when the time comes, I'm going to take that step or do that action. But right now it's not happening because of whatever barrier. You can ask yourself, is it that important? Is it the thing that I'm going to be upset or disappointed if I don't get on, if I don't do? Or you hear it once in a while that it's just something that it'd be nice, but I don't really care. And to be honest, I wonder when people say that, are you just lying to yourself? Is it actually something that's very important? You just know that if you say that you're going to do it and you commit to it and you don't do it, then you feel bad. So you don't ever say that you're going to do it. I don't know if that's worse. But either way, finishing on that, do what you say. Especially for your own, your own view of yourself. All right. Feeling pretty warm here so far. Let's talk about our movements a little bit. We'll get a little bit of prep for them specifically. The two movements today are going to be a front squat and a chin up. So let's talk a little bit about that. Let's see what order we got them in just real quick. Oh, I didn't even change that out. Oh dear. Okay, we'll talk about that and I'll change it in a sec. All right, sorry team, I'm gonna change that now. Just give me one moment. Sheesh, I did not get on this. Tell me about how we're feeling here, team. While Adam screws up here. 1, 3, 5. There we go. Okay, so let's talk here. My bad. How does that look? Not bad. Okay, so 2 movements today. Chin up and a pause front squat. So I'm just gonna get my pull-up bar in here. If you have a pull-up bar, that's kind of your ideal option. But if not, you know, you could hang a band on the top of your door frame. You could hang underneath a table, just do a row. But I think both of you at least have a pull-up bar. So what we're looking at is a chin-up grip today. So instead of palms out on the bar, I'm gonna turn them in, palms facing backwards for a chin-up grip. And ideally, I'm gonna hang fully, feet off the floor, nice relaxed shoulder, and then I'm gonna go chin over top of the bar at the top. And now, options for this, either you decrease the reps, you know, you can go 1 every alternating minute, if you're working on that and you know you have a little bit of capacity but too many won't happen. Another option is to do a foot assisted chin up. So if you have the opportunity to raise your floor so you can stand on top of something, that basically when your arms are straight on the pull-up bar, your knees are bent and they're on something, and then you can use your legs to push yourself up. Just enough to make it challenging but doable. Or if you have a band, you can always hook the band on your pull-up bar, step into it, ideally in the center. If I were doing this for real, I'd put that band in the center so it's not pulling me off center. And then same idea, just do your chin-ups with that assistance. You could always go outside to a play structure or hop on a tree branch. Those are always good options as well. And you want to choose a number that, you know, is going to take you, well, it's going to be manageable, that you're going to be able to keep in about 30 seconds. The second movement is our pause front squat. So I'm going to use a barbell on this, but you could use a dumbbell, kettlebell, or nothing, right? You can just do an air squat depending on kind of where your capacity is. But what we're thinking about here is basically you're gonna get yourself into a front squat and we're gonna hang out. I'm thinking what we're gonna aim for is about 3 squats. I'm gonna have to find out how to look at the clock doing this though. But what I'm thinking is we'll come down, hold for 10, stand, back down, hold for 10, back down, hold for 10. Well, realistically, it'll be like hold for 8 with a little transition up and down. So either barbell, you know, if you want to do that front rack position without a barbell because you don't have one, a PVC or a broomstick or a hockey stick on the shoulder is a great option. And then if you want some weight but you don't have a barbell, a dumbbell or kettlebell is a great option, held out in front, either like a goblet or like a front rack. And then same thing, will come down, hang out, and then come on back, excuse me. Come on back up after the pause. Things to think about in the squat: feet about shoulder width, toes out maybe slightly, hips are coming down and back, and ideally what we're looking for range of motion wise is the hips come below the knee, as close to the ankles as possible, with a nice upright torso without letting that fall. So elbows high, chest up, nice tight position in the bottom. Jason, I feel as good as I can for 5 a.m. So you mean you feel 100%? Feel perfect? Okay, so let's take a couple minutes and try out our options. Get a little bit of weight on your bar if that's what you're doing. Prep time. While you're doing so, or if you're already done, please consider punching that like button. All 2 of you that are actively commenting. Test out your weights. Press the like button. See how this feels. Just feeling a little stiff, I think, from those split squats. I was actually, Jody, you were mentioning you were feeling the quads, and I definitely ended up feeling that a little bit later in the day for sure. Oh, this may be real tough today. Oh yeah. I think I might actually just stay with this weight here. This is probably gonna be good and challenging. Yeah, all right. Forget going up, that's good enough. Maybe try out a couple more chin-ups. There's foam on this bar and it's spinning a little bit, which makes it pretty challenging. Yeah, not bad. We had some legless rope climbs at the gym on Wednesday, and I definitely got a good pump through the arms and through the biceps and forearms. So I'm actually just gonna take a sec here. Feel free to join as well and just walk out the palms, the wrists. Loosen up the forearms a little bit. Jody says, the only cure for more squat pain is more squats. Am I right? If it's just muscle pain, it's probably the best cure. Yeah, just get the blood flowing. What was it? I think there was an interview with Rich Froning many years back, and they were talking about, how do you keep training with that much volume or something like that, and he was just like, if I stop moving, I hurt, so I just never stop. I guess that's the same idea, just active recovery. Keep moving, move it or lose it. All right, team, feeling pretty good. How we doing? I mean, I'm sure you guys are probably good to go. So, let's get this clock set up. I'm gonna go chin-ups first. I'm thinking maybe aim for 5 personally, but it all depends on how challenging they are for you and really what your goal is. So if you want to get a little bit more volume, a little more cardio, make them easier. If you want to make them harder and heavier, do less reps. But I think we're going to aim together on the front squats for those kind of 8-second pauses. I'm going to have to figure out a way to look at the clock here. Well, we'll see first round. All right. I think we're good. Let's try. Okay. All right, team. Chin-ups first. Front squats next. 10 seconds. Let's go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Let's try the squats together, Jason. Let's aim for those 3. I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour. Take a cold shower. Bad. I feel that in the forearms. I'm gonna see that clock. This is gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna be able to see it at all. I guess I'll try to see it on the screen there. We'll figure it out. 15. So remember, we're gonna try to do 3 pauses, about 8 seconds each. 5, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. I can see that. Elbows high, chest up, stay tight. 3, 2, 1, up and back down. Oh, that's gonna be real, yeah. 3, 2, 1, up and down. 5, 3, 2, 1, up. Okay, that's what we're gonna go for on that. You guys could do, 5 5s or something, but I'm gonna aim for that. Really just fighting for position in the bottom there. Trying to stay tight and vertical. The elbows high. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Chin ups. 5 again. Feel reasonably good. Might consider 6. How we doing so far, team? Let's go. Let's keep it up. 1 down of each. No, that's 3 down, 7 to go. Aim for 5 chin-ups, 5 pause, 95. Yeah, this is only 85, remember? I'm cheating. Got that 35-pound bar. Not cheating. 15. 10 seconds. Fight for tension in that squat. If you relax, it feels easy. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Up, down. Tight, tight, tight. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. 5, 3, 2, 1. How you feel on the legs? Well, I can't even talk. How the legs feel there? Woo! Those are good. 15 seconds, team. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be 6. That's nice and quick. Get good rest. Slightly lower heart rate this morning. That is okay. Still very challenging. 20 seconds. Halfway. 10. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. Keep that tension. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. 3, 2, 1. Maybe what we'll do for the last 2 is we'll try for 4 there. Go to 40 seconds basically. We'll give her a go. 10 seconds. You guys are doing awesome. 2 more of each. 3, 2, 1. Just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour. Take a cold shower. There are forearms. It's good. 7 down, 3 to go, team. 20 seconds. We're gonna go for 4 here. Same format as before, but 4 reps. About 8 seconds each. 10. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. One more. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2 more set of chin-ups. 1 more set of squats. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Chin-ups. Woo. I think I said 1 more of each, or 2 of 1, but that was the last set of chin-ups. Just 1 more set of squats. Maybe we'll try 5. We'll go to 50. Obviously you can drop out early if you need, but let's try the whole minute on this one. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me.
3, 2, 1.
But the only thing in life that has meaning.
There's 1.
Gotta work for, believe me.
Keep it up, team. 3, 2, 1. Up and down.
No one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly willing to put in the
3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh God. 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Good job, team. Take a minute, move around, catch your breath. Wow. That last set was, whoa, my legs are wobbly. Almost went down there. Oh, great work. Let's go. Move your butt. How was that, team? Oh. Went to straight from squats times 10. My knee was hurting in the pause. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you just took out the pause and went up and down for 10. That works. How was that, Jody? Jason, I thought the knee bugged you during extension at the top. It's interesting, it was in the bottom as well. Judy, I am always doing back squats, so this was great to be pushed to front rack. Okay, I get you. That's good. Well, we'll probably do more back squats someday when I have a squat rack, but keep doing them from the floor for now. All right, whew. Let's think about push-ups here. I was thinking about this yesterday and the push-up challenge, and I have this goal of getting to 100 with these, whether that's your goal or not. And I'm wondering if maybe we want to, fast pass it a little bit, accelerate the process. I think today's supposed to be, 68 or 69. But I was thinking maybe just like going 70, 80, 90, 100 instead of going up by 1 every day and just trying to kind of knock them out. And then that way we can move on to something else. Obviously, if you guys love push-ups, we can keep doing this, but I'm wondering if we want to switch it up. Jody says, before you went live, I was stretching my front rack position, so I felt good. Perfect. Perfect. You're doing that this morning, or you do that regularly? Okay, push-ups. I'm gonna maybe take this shirt off. All right. Okay. Let's talk push-ups. Actually, you know what? Let's get a little... We're gonna do that forearm stretch again. So basically what I'm doing is just hands on the ground, fingers pointed back towards me. Maybe I'll show you on this screen. Can't really see. Sorry, there we go. So fingers pointed back. It's the same one we did before. I'm just gonna sit back a little bit if I can. Might even walk out the elbows a little bit, walk out the wrists. Just loosen that up before we go into our push-ups. You know what, I'm even gonna do a little bit of posterior shoulder warm up here. Just loosen up the chest. Okay, so let's look at this. I think I probably have to change my little screen there again. But next, extra work. Yeah, I definitely didn't change that. Adam's not on the ball today, look at that. Excuse me. Fix that. Okay, 68 push-ups today for me. You may have another number. Jody, alarm at 4:30. Then I have a 12-minute yoga flow I've been doing for years. Every day I do that flow. So you're doing that before we start? Yes, I like that. That's a good warm-up, Jody. Fantastic. All right, team, so if you have not been here before, this is what we are doing. We're following along with this push-up challenge, do hard things 365, where he does 1 consecutive set of push-ups every day, adding 5 every day. We're adding 1, and as I'm saying there, maybe what we could do is go up by 5. Maybe once we get to 70, I'll go 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and that gives us like another week, as opposed to another, I don't know, 32 days or 31 days. I think maybe that's what we'll do. Once we get to 70, I'll go up by 5s, and we'll finish them up a little quicker. I think that's the plan. But as you can see, we're making this up on the fly, so feel free to give me feedback, and I'm always open to trying something new. Okay, so let's get this set and let's give her a go. 68 push-ups today. And what we're looking at here is, it's just 1 set, right? You need to ideally maintain a plank position while you're not doing push-ups, and you just kind of hang out. So this is an acceptable position, so is this, so is this, and so is this. It's a little stiff. However, we want to avoid dropping the knees or doing the old pike. That being said, if you don't really have push-ups from the toes, then this can be done from the knees. I would prefer if you just elevate your floor and, you know, put your hands on the stairs or a bench or a bed or something so that you're just at an angle instead of the knees, but both are good. And then just aim to follow that same format. You know, it's gonna be 3 minutes-ish. For me, it'll probably be closer to 5 minutes. It becomes a whole workout. So, if you are ready, if you haven't pressed the like button, do that. I want that 2 likes on here. See you guys. We were supposed to have Magenta this morning too, and I don't know where she ended up, but so be it. Okay, so push-up time. We have enough music. I'm not gonna talk a whole lot during this because I Definitely tend to lose track. Let's do it. All right, team. Push-ups. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. You'll notice in terms of standards here, you go full lockout, chest to the floor, and then back to lockout every time. Hold yourself to the standard. I should have mentioned that first.
Never gonna look back. Damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. 'Cause that's what it takes.
It's 32. Five. Six. 7. 38. Wow. Woo! We're going.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm liking at it. Do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it. I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, gotta read mine. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. One song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, move fast. New shoes, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last year. It's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. 'Cause damn, I was good at. Move slow and I move fast. And that's fast.
Oh man.
Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. 'Cause that's what it takes. Never gonna look back. 'Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same.
93.
That's what it
Yeah.
takes.
5 more. 64, 65, 66, 68. Good job, team. Keep it up. Let's finish them up. Let's go, Jason. Let's go, Jody. Anybody else who's there who's not commenting? Woo! And the one thing I do like about this is the pump. I've got to assume I'm getting better at push-ups here. It's got to be happening. I'll keep that clock running for you just in case we're still going. Jason says my favorite color is red. Okay. Jason 75. Yeah, buddy. Good job, man. How long does that take you, Jay? Are you done well before I am? And how many sets does that end up taking you? Whew. What do I do? 10, 5, 5, and then 3s. Get to 20 and then 3s. Okay, let's get into, how do we do there? We did our front squats and our chin-ups. Okay, let's get into a little bit of stretch here. Kill that. There we go. Okay. Jody snuck in a few extra, got to 75. You guys are killing it. You guys are ahead of me on this, so good job. All right, let's do, you know what? Let's do this. If you got a foam roller, let's go ahead and get that out. What we'll do if you don't have a foam roller, so we're gonna roll out the quad basically. I'll show you here, I guess. I'll get on top of this thing, on the leg. Oh, and I can go back and forth. I can even go through some flexion extension cycles of the knee to open that up. Jody is going into child's pose. If you want to do that, you can think about toes together. You can go wide knees if you want. Drop the chest down towards the floor. And you can either go kind of overhead with the arms to loosen up the lats from those chin-ups, or tilt the head to the side. You can bring the knees in a little tighter for this. Tilt the head to the side and then go arms down by the sides. You'll get a nice stretch through the low back and the hips. But I'm going to stay on the foam roll, so you choose maybe one of those two, and let's hang out there for at least a minute or so per side. Yeah. Oh, wow. So if that feels uncomfortable, just try to breathe into it. It should be a little uncomfortable, right? You should feel some discomfort there. Breathe. Exhale into it. Try to get a little more sunk in every time. If you don't have, if you don't have a foam roller, what you can do is just sit down and then grab a dumbbell or something and just massage, dig it in, twist it a little bit, and massage with the dumbbell, or even a fist or a palm or a thumb or some knuckles. Get in there and get a little bit of massage in the quads, especially if you are feeling that in the front squats, or even from the other day with the split squats. Oh, there we are. So, if you haven't thought about it yet and you got goals, and you're still not getting there, you're not making the progress, the speed that you want, or you just want some accountability, you want to be part of a family, a team, come join us on school. Today is Friday. It's 2 more days. On Monday, we'll be getting together at 6 a.m. And we do that every Monday on school, and we chat goals. We break them down. We hold each other accountable. And we basically make sure that you're getting there. So consider checking that out and joining us on school. Ouch. And then tomorrow, whoa. Maybe I'll mention this now. November 11th, which is Remembrance Day. I think I may have already mentioned it. We're going to do, after our session here, I'll be on basically all day for 12 hours. And we've got a guy at the gym. He's actually been on here before, and I'm going to see if I can convince him to come out again. And he's trying to break the world record for most burpee pull-ups in 12 hours. The current record's something like 3,600. His goal is 4,000 plus. So it's something like 6 burpee pull-ups every minute for 12 hours. So I'm going to be live streaming that November 11th. So feel free to hang out a little bit and watch. And I think that morning we'll do some version of Chad. We're not going to do 1,000 step-ups, but maybe like a 20-minute AMRAP or something nice and long, just to get a little bit of that feel for Chad 1,000 without necessarily doing 1,000 step-ups. And then tomorrow, get your sandbag ready. See if you can convince someone to join us for Sandbag Saturday. And we're going to talk about, I think the title is something like Carry the Weight You Choose. And the whole idea will be about like life is hard, whether you choose it or not. So you might as well choose your hard. I'm going to do it again. I feel like I could, probably should spend all day in this position right now because the quads are feeling pretty sore. We'll get another couple minutes and then we'll move on. And I think we already more or less talked about this, but after we're done here, you can't really see me, maybe I'll stand up. It's homework time, as we call it, right? We get in here and we prime the bodies, prime our minds, and we're ready, right? We're fired up, our body is primed. I just said that, right? We're in a state where we can be clear and we can make progress. I'm going to stretch out the chest here as well. So take that time, right? 5:30 right now. We'll be done in 5 minutes. Take that 5:40 to at least 6:40, right? Most people are still sleeping. And sit down and dedicate that hour to your new project, to your goal that you're working on, to thinking about what your next step is. Whatever is the most important thing that will get you towards the life that you want in the end. And just work, right? So determine what that thing is. And if you don't know, come join us in the school community and we'll work it out together. Break it down into daily actionable steps, which if you need guidance, you can join us in school. We'll do that together. It's like a big walking ad. But then all you do once you've defined that step is so simple. You just do it, right? And there's no guesswork at that point about whether you're going to get to your goal. If you've chosen it properly, if you've chosen that step properly, there's no way that you don't get to your goal unless you quit. You know, I've been telling this to people. Actually, school is a super cool platform, right? Where you can basically talk to anybody about anything and everybody is there to help each other. So they're actually going to reply to you. And it's so cool because, you know, I've been telling people that, I lost where I was going there. Oh, yeah. You know, I've been telling people who don't know anything about this, don't know me at all. I've been telling them what I've been doing. And, you know, hey, we're having this kind of traction or whatever. And, you know, everybody will say, hey, like, just be consistent. You know, you're going to get there. Just do it, blah, blah, blah. And I believe that, right? If you have chosen the right step, if you've chosen the right action for that goal, you're going to get there. You know, so what I keep saying is, the only way that I fail is quitting, right? I can I don't need to necessarily be, the channel doesn't need to be where I want it to be yet, but it's going to get there if I don't quit, right? If we keep doing this and keep aiming to improve this thing, we're going to get there. And the same thing applies to your, whatever your goal is. If you do that action step and it is the correct step, stack that up and there's no way you're not going to get there. Jody, November 11th is the 30th anniversary of my awesome, uncomplicated VBAC delivery of my beautiful son. VBAC. I'm going to take a stab at that, but that's probably a bad idea. I'm going to say V is probably vaginal birth. AC. After C-section? I have no idea. But November 11th, 30th anniversary. Your son is like 11 years younger than me, 10 years younger than me. You're killing it, Jody. How many kids do you have, Jody? And clarify that for me. Vaginal birth after C-section. No way. I actually got that. That was a pretty good guess. How common is that? That's pretty neat. I'm assuming that really doesn't happen very often. I think most people, once they have a C-section, like that's where they're going. That's interesting. We've had two, my wife has had two vaginal, but our second one was a little bit touchy. I don't love that story. It definitely brings back some emotional stuff, but they say she's got a small pelvis basically, so if we're able to have another one, there's a chance that'll have to be C-section just because potentially higher risk. Our second one basically got stuck for a bit in there, and that's a terrifying day. Okay, well, so on that note, November 11th, that'll be a perfect celebration by doing a crap ton of step-ups, I guess. And so, team, get your sandbags ready for tomorrow and have yourselves a fantastic Friday. I'm probably going to go do Grace at the gym today. And I think this is maybe a important point if you're like this at all. Like, I'm not the fittest I've ever been. My Grace time is not going to be a PR today. And my mindset going in, it's challenging sometimes in that place where you're like, is there value in doing this workout? I'm not going to beat my old time. But I'm starting to at least try to get to the place where I don't worry about that. I'm just going to go in and work hard and just try to be happy with the effort. Because comparing yourself to your best when you're not at that level, I don't think that's fair to yourself. So if you're in that place, keep that in mind. Just give yourself credit for getting there, working hard, and that's all that matters. So on that note, we'll see you tomorrow for Sandbag Saturday. Enjoy your Friday. See if you can convince someone to join us tomorrow morning. Get up. It's time to go. All right. I love you guys. Have yourselves a great day. See you tomorrow. Peace.